Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it's time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is Young and the Restless. Oh my gosh, Young and the Restless last week. So good. It was so good. It was heartbreakingly good. Oh my god, it was so good. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about my favorite, Dina Mergeron, my absolute favorite. This week was fierce because at the end of last week, we found out that Graham was married to Dina. And this week, we kind of saw the fallout of that. And we saw that Graham was not letting go of her power of attorney that he's got. So he kicked all the Abbott siblings out. He's like, I don't want you upsetting my wife anymore. And of course, every time he called her his wife, it just pisses them off even more. And he enjoys that as well. He that's on purpose, totally. But so okay, so then what happened was Graham had this. He had the children over. First, he had over Ashley, and he had a meal with Ashley. And he asked Ashley to hand him his syringe in the refrigerator. So she gets the syringe. She's going to give it to him. And then he's like, never mind. I don't need it. I'm sorry. You can put it back. I'm sorry. I don't need it. And so she's like, it's very strange. And I agree. This wasn't very well thought out. I get that. The whole point was Ashley would touch the syringe and get her fingerprints on the syringe, right? So then he would put on gloves, and then he would kill Dina with the syringe full of, I think it's like formaldehyde or it's some chemical compound that was stolen out of the Jabot lab, and it's like really deadly. So he injects that with Dina, and then she dies, and then he blames Ashley for it because her fingerprints are all over the murder weapon. Okay. Well, God bless Dina Mergeron, because that old bitch was not ready to go anywhere. She started struggling with Graham when she saw that he was going to give her an injection. She fucking grabbed that syringe and put it in him herself. And she killed him. She fucking killed him. She is a gangster bitch. She really is. She is a full-on gangster because, listen, I get not liking people, especially as you get older. Okay, you get a little cranky. That's fine, right? But she stabbed Nikki Newman. And here's the best part of it. She turned herself in. She turned herself into the police. Now, she was relatively in the middle of an episode when she turned herself into the police, because she thinks that Jack Abbott, her son Jack, is actually John. That's who she thinks he is. She thinks he's John. And she thought that Graham was Brent Davis. So she said she admitted to killing Brent Davis. So that's why that the confession didn't really go over too well with the police, because she wasn't confessing to Graham's murder, but she did kill him though. And in all fairness, she thought she was confessing to Graham's murder because she thought it was Brent Davis. So listen, she's a fierce bitch. She really is, because right after she stabbed Nikki, she turned herself into the police then too. I mean, like. And how is it that the GCPD can't keep an eye on an old lady? She's an old lady. Really? She's running that town. I'm sorry. And you know what? I don't feel bad. I really don't. That would be, that's a little too General Hospital-esque, but it would kind of be really good if, she's so upset about not having her company anymore that Dina actually begins a life of organized crime and then becomes a big mob boss in Genoa City. Dina Mergeron. That would just be the greatest. That would just be the absolute greatest shit ever. It would be awesome. I'm not planning on that to happen anytime soon, but it would be really, really good. I would enjoy that. And I got to read some stories in Soap Opera Digest this week about how Max Shippey, who plays Graham, how him and Dina get along in real life. Marla Adams, she's so fierce. Yeah. So I'm glad that they didn't kill her. Because honestly, I saw the whole thing with the syringe, and I was like, okay, we know where this is going. But then Dina was like, what are you doing? I mean, I got to give her credit. I'm glad she's sticking around. She's feisty. I fucking love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. I really do. Okay. So then let's talk about another storyline. And this storyline was kind of working my nerves a little bit just because it was taking up so much airtime this past week. And of course, I'm talking about Kane and Lily. You know what's funny is that I enjoy Kane and I enjoy Lily, and I even enjoyed them together as a couple. But their kids are grown, and Lily don't want to raise no one else's child, you know. So hopefully Kane will start an affair with Hillary. And then it'll be Hillary and Kane versus Devon and Lily. But, you know, but Devon and Lily wouldn't be like having sex like Kane and Hillary would, because obviously because they're siblings. But still, you know, it would be that would be an interesting turn of events. But I don't know if we'll see that happen either. I hope so. First of all, it's the most humanizing we've seen of Hillary in quite some time, so that's good. Second of all, it would be just nice to see them with other people. Like I really wanted to see Lily sleep with Nick. God, that would have been so good. But he just kind of laughed it off. It's like, I'm with Chelsea, right? And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's not what I meant. I kind of think it is, though. I kind of think she did mean to come on to Nick. And Nick was like, go away, little girl. You know what I mean? So funny. Okay, what other storylines are going on? So we've also got the JT and Victoria finding their way back to each other. Listen, I'm okay with this because if JT was not in town, Victoria would really just be another spoiler for Phyllis and the Billy-Phyllis relationship. But here's the thing about that. Billy will find out about Victoria and JT, and then he'll be pissed off, and then it'll already cause a wedge between Phyllis and Billy. So, listen, I'm both of those couples, I don't know how much, and it's got to be really weird. I mean, it might not be that weird. It might not be weird at all. But in terms of acting, Amelia Heinle, who plays Victoria Newman, she used to be married to JT. Now, I guess they have a good relationship and they're still friends, but I mean, like, they are, like, doing some hardcore stuff. Oh, my God, and there was this one scene where JT and Victoria were going at it, and he was like, yeah, you want this, don't you? And I was like, oh, my God, you are so hot right now. I'm just a puddle. That's crazy. And then Victor walks in, and they had to stop. But I was like, oh my God, he was so hot. I was telling Cameo, I was texting Cameo, I was like, oh my God, girl, he is gorgeous. Oh my God, he is getting it. Get it. Yeah, so that caused me to kind of reminisce about some of the things that JT has done in the past. So, I think it's great. He's doing a really good job with the storyline. I enjoy it. So we'll see what happens in the future. Reed is not 100% thrilled because he's not a big JT fan, actually. So we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to think if there's any other. Oh, and then Mariah. Okay, we got to talk about lesbian Mariah because we haven't talked about lesbian Mariah in a while because she's been on, but she hasn't been lesing out. Or, in any emotional angst. Let's put it that way. She's not in any emotional turmoil. Although lately, because she's kind of been keeping her distance from Tessa, letting her date her brother. Okay, that's fine, whatever, right? Well, Tessa, so this past week, and this was a little bit weird, and it made sense, but it was just a little out of left field. You know, Devon was like, I don't mean to be a bitch, but you need a hit song because I'm just shelling out money left and right for you, and this is a business, and we need to make a profit, so we need this song, next song, to be a hit. So then, of course, Tessa's like, oh my God, he's going to drop me from my record deal if I don't produce a good song. So she writes this song, but she writes the song using lyrics that she pilfered from Mariah's journal. And so Mariah hears the song. She debuts the song on GC Buzz. And Mariah hears the song. This was last Friday. And Mariah hears the song, and she, at the end, before the song's finished, though, she gets up and screams at her, "You fucking bitch! How dare you! These are my words!" So I can't wait to see what happens this week. I'm really thrilled about that. But anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag... Look, can you hashtag YR? You can hashtag YR. It's Talk Young and the Restless. Or you can also hashtag GH Talk General Hospital. I'm doing that one next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. Alrighty, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.